Good evening to everyone. I can't hear you. Good evening, everyone. Beautiful. Now, I still want to congratulate Brother Hussein for taking 5 for 11. That was our representative for the West Indies. Give him a big round of applause. We must be able to commend our cricketers when they perform well. I would have heard yesterday from Mr. Lynch, who really gave an evaluation of the session. And you know, it is very good when we can see individuals who do not mark their own scripts. But he, of course, in his analysis, said that there were some things that needed a bit of tweaking and that he will put in place. He looked at the whole idea of the transportation to and from Kensington, and certainly he felt within himself that that area, those particular areas, needed a bit of adjustment. And we want to commend Brother Lynch for his work in the area of our T20 cricket. Give him also a big round of applause. We must be able to give credit where credit is due. Of course, when you see me here, you know that you will hear something as it relates to my parish, St. Joseph. Sometime over the course of last week, a reporter called, sometime I think Thursday morning or Friday morning, and she wanted to know what is the position with the situation there with George River Bridge. I thought it was a rather interesting question. One question she posed towards me is that, Mr. Lewis, are you going to go and get a new lawyer? Of course, you would have known by now that the lawyer that represented me no longer wishes me to be there, because I joined this particular troop where truth abides. I know that when I come to the Marcia Weeks show, that truth is always spoken. I know when I attended Joe's River with the whole issues there, I saw that truth did not abide. So of course I had to make a choice. Victor, what are you going to do? And you know the result from there, that Mr. Lewis is no longer represented in the course of Barbados with respect to that. But one thing we know as a people in Barbados, that the head of the Planning and Development Division decided to build walls and to build gates to block the people of Barbados out from Joseph Gully and from Teacup and Saucer. That is one thing that we know. I don't need a lawyer to tell me that. You don't need a lawyer to tell you that. And of course, we can appreciate that this issue is not yet resolved. It is a matter that was given a decision by Planning and Development, and it is in contention now with the developers. And the developers said to me via WhatsApp that after this is completed, they're coming after me. I don't know why. I would want to say to you, as the loyal opposition, that these are matters that we must take some serious consideration to. I had to say to the report in question, I said, ma'am, I could listen to your voice and hear that you are a Bajan. And of course, if you are a Bajan, what is going on in the area of St. Joseph will also transpire in other places, and this is a matter for the interest of Bajans and not Victor Lewis. The problem that occurred in the area of St. Joseph is not Victor Lewis's problem, but it is a problem for the people of Barbados. We must understand that the people of Barbados, that we have prescriptive rights in the course of this country. to pass and repass to Joe's River Gully and to pass and repass to Teacup and Saucer. No one can stop us from doing that. So I want to say to them, I am no lawyer. The leader or the head of planning and division, who is the Prime Minister of Barbados, she's the lawyer. The constituency representative of St. Joseph, he is a lawyer. Let them solve that problem. That's not my problem. They took my name and used it in court to bring about an injunction to stop what they knew was wrong. And now my name is no longer there. I want to say to all the people of Barbados that we have prescriptive rights to access Joseph Gully or Teacup and Saucer. I would want to make it clear that my neighbor's ring will never be silenced, or it will never have a price. I also heard that a philanthropist in the area of St. Joseph, who lives somewhere in the area of Calawash, was looking for me. But I want for you to tell him that Victor Lewis's neighbor's ring don't have a price. And the philanthropists are those individuals who walk around with dollar bills looking to bribe you. Victor Lewis will not be bribed. When it's wrong, it's wrong. And of course we know that that's not the only project in the area of St. Joseph. We have another construction that's going on at the bottom of Cleaver Hill. And I saw there's a relationship between what is occurring there and what is occurring or has occurred in the area of Joe's River. That bridge that you saw that was placed to give us access from Bathsheba to Calawash, that bridge was not a gift to the people of Barbados. That was designed in such a way to make us believe that we have access from Bathsheba to Calawash via this bridge, while they blocked us out by walls and gates at the said bridge. When your morning words and evening words don't add up, something wrong. Whenever we drive through the area of St. Joseph now, if I can get a little water. If when we drive through the area of St. Joseph now, we do understand that we are seeing many burst pipes, deterioration of roads in the parish of St. Joseph because of the big, large trucks that are traversing those areas. I was coming from the beach on Wednesday morning up to Hillswick, and I saw a massive abuse of water where a truck came down to the area. Pipes are burst water spouting in the air, and no one there to turn on or turn off, as the case may be. That's our water that we paid to put into the aquifers of this country that was there being wasted. We gotta understand that these are some challenges that we must confront head on. I know that there was an accident in the area of St. Lucie.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Gentleman just 58 years old. And the allegations conveyed that there was an individual in question who was seeking to shun a hole in the road. And you know who that hole was caused by? The Barbados Water Authority. Many of them now we have in the area of St. Joseph. When you're climbing Cleaver's Hill, you can count about at least 3 areas where there are large holes in the road. At the top of Cleaver's Hill, it's an accident waiting to happen. It's only a matter of time. When you're coming through St. Elizabeth Village, you also have some other large holes. You're also having some large holes that is not in the best interest of the traveling public of this country. St. Elizabeth Village also poses for us an accident waiting to happen. When you go into the area of Hastings, burst means in the area of Bashiba, burst means in the area of Hastings, burst means it not only challenges the safety of the traveling public, but it's also challenging the safety of our health. And of course, you know I'm from St. Joseph, so maybe my hoarseness is because of that dust that we are subjected to in the area of St. Joseph. Not only do we have problems in terms of the road, we also have problems in the terms of our utilities, electricity, internet. Every single week, we're in challenge with those particular amenities. We talk about the welcome stamp, where individuals can come on board and enjoy working here in Barbados. Of course, we know that that is a challenge in St. Joseph, because every single week, the power is off or internet is gone. I told Marcia that I wanted to come here today to talk to you concerning training of our children. Within the next 5 minutes, I want to be able to deliver on that. Proverbs 22 verse 5 says to us what? Train up a child in the way it should go. We have a responsibility as a people here in Barbados to train our children in the direction that they ought to go. But one area that I'm very, very concerned about And I would want to caution you as a people is that of a visual understanding where we learn based upon what we see. And that is called a vicarious dimension of learning. Our anthem says to us, the Lord has been the people guide for past 300 years. With him still on the people's side, we have no doubts or fears. God created male and female. He did not create Adam and Eve. As we know it. And he created, yes, you're on the ball. He created Adam and Eve. And not Adam and Steve. And whenever Eve wants to cleave, she must find a Steve. I taught at the Alien School for some 28 years. After teaching there, I went on to the United States. And I taught there in high school and middle school. And one day in middle school, this youngster came to me and said, I am transgender. I know that every day I mark the register at Alien School. I would mark F for females and M for males. I had to say with myself, Victor, what category are you going to put this individual in? That was my question. When I look at what is happening now in Barbados, when I saw what the IDB did in bringing our 11-year-olds to subject them to a questionnaire that seeks to analyze their gender and their sexuality, I have to question myself. What is going on in Barbados? What gates are we going to continue to open? I had to say with myself that our society, the way we learn as a people, is currently being challenged and challenged significantly. We must understand as a people that any leadership within this country, their moral compass must be transparent and righteous. I know what occurred when there was challenges in Sodom and Gomorrah. What occurred there was that all those individuals who were not righteous, when God removed his presence, they were destroyed. I want to say it to the parents here this evening. Now, as you would realize, I'm having some several challenges with my voice. I want for you to understand that when we look at leadership as we know it, when you see Marcia Weeks, you see Dave Weeks. When you see Mr. Weeks, you see Mrs. Weeks. I want for you to understand that when we identify with leadership in our country, we need models that our parents can follow. My question to you is, when you look at the moral fabric of the leadership of our country, what are you seeing? That is no surprise to me. What occurred with the IDB? It is no surprise to me when I see women being like women. But when we see the boys in our schools like women, something wrong. There is a creeping compromise that our society is now being subjected to. And whenever we look at leadership, we must be able to ask ourselves the question, what type of moral image is being projected to the children of Barbados? That question is a valid one and must be seriously considered. We cannot look upon leadership in this country, not now or not before. And give me one more minute. We are back when Edutech started. $400 million was wasted by the same Prime Minister that is our Prime Minister today. Then she was the Minister of Education, but now she is the Prime Minister of Barbados. I'm saying that what occurred then will occur now. Edutech never got off the ground. It has been an abuse of funds, and we still have an environment where funds will continue to be abused. My question to you, as parents, as mothers and fathers, it is not only the financial dimension of our country that we must pay allegiance to, that we must take some serious consideration to, but we must also consider the moral fabric of our country and to what extent we are being led in the right direction. I thank you very much.